chavales, puntualísimos. Aquí ya hay gente que hace pole position, pero pole position de verdad, ¿eh? Tenemos aquí, por ejemplo, Iván Iglesias, no se pierde una. Xavi Segura, no se pierde una. Períes, David Períes, no se pierde una. Bueno, os tengo ya, os empiezo a tener ya a todos localizados en esto de las charletas. ¿Y qué? ¿Os están gustando, eh? Ya vamos tirando para adelante, vamos tirando. Vamos a montar incluso hasta un serial en Netflix, a lo mejor. Vete tú a saber. Entonces, ¿qué más? Ya sabéis que tenemos hoy tenemos a un grande de la escuela. Ya podemos empezar a decir que empieza a haber corredores de la escuela de Van der Poel, Mathieu Van der Poel. ¿Qué quiero decir con eso? Que son corredores que tocan todo y lo tocan bien. Pues hoy tenemos a uno que no es Mathieu, es un poquito por debajo, porque aún tiene que crecer el tío, tiene que madurar, pero ojo, ya está a rueda de Mathieu. Y este es Tom Pidcock. Tom Pidcock es un fenómeno del ciclocrós, del mountain bike, de la carretera. Toca todas las disciplinas y el tío lo hace bien. Así que vamos a hablar hoy con Tom, a ver qué nos explica. Le voy a preguntar cómo se pronuncia su apellido y todo. Lo vamos a hacer en inglés. A ver, bueno, si se defiende algo en español se lo vamos a preguntar porque el tío está por Gerona. Pero si no, vamos a hacer en inglés y a ver qué se explica Tom Pidcock. A ver. Estamos haciendo ya la conexión. ¡Eh! ¡Hombre! ¿Qué pasa? How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
All good. Hey.
I'm just enjoying the sunshine in England for once.
In England, sunshine. I wanted to ask you if you are in Girona or in England, but in England, eh? Are you at home?
Yeah, in England, yeah. I'm at home.
Oh, you spend since the quarantine started. You catch the quarantine in Spain or in England?
In England, so I flew back from South Africa.
Okay, yeah.
On the day that England went into quarantine, into lockdown.
Ooh. So you not even stop in Girona for get some clothing, or straight to England, huh?
Yeah, Spain was already in lockdown, so
yeah.
I thought it's better to spend the time at home in England with my family. So then because I don't know how long it's going to be, do we? And still don't know.
Yeah, still don't know. So how is going your quarantine? Are you able to train to make some of your plannings? Or I know you had a big plan for this 2020, but everything is cancelled. So how was in England your quarantine?
Well, we've always been able to ride outside, so that's been the good part. I guess I've just been training, and I've been enjoying training and enjoying spending time with my family. I haven't really been looking to train towards anything. I've just been just enjoying the training, and now the calendar's coming out, we can start making a plan about what we're going to do.
So that was probably it's quite unusual for cyclists in this period to spend 60 days at home, especially for you, because you used to combine both seasons, right? Cyclocross and road and mountain biking now. So it's being at home 60 days. It was stressful. Was a little bit dramatic for you, or it was okay? It was okay to spend time at home.
No, I've enjoyed it because I haven't had such a long time. Just without racing for as long as I can remember. So I've just been enjoying the time. Enjoying the time to sort of refresh. I think that's good for me as well. I can refresh. And I think so it'll be better for me than a lot of people who normally just have like winters or summers to train. So
and also especially for you, because we will start from your beginning, but especially this season, cyclocross season, was a quite super impressive season for you. So spending a home time. It was also a time to replay a little bit the emotional moments and the good moments from your season. And it's also normally when you connect season to season, So things, they go so fast that sometimes you
Yeah.
don't really
You're
realize what
thinking
you made in it. Yeah,
about the next thing almost as soon as you finish one thing. So yeah,
exactly.
it is. Yeah, it's a good time to just sort of put myself in the moment, if you like.
Ah, that's good. So Tom, let me know. How you pronounce your family name? Pidcock, Peacock,
Pidcock, Pidcock.
Peacock. So okay, I'm correct. So Tom Peacock
Yeah,
from the Peacock family. It's a
yeah.
cycling traditional family or a sport family, or you just pop up like a mushroom in the mountains. Like a pop, and that's it. We have an athlete in the family. So how it comes up?
No, my dad was well, he still is a cyclist. He's broken his little finger
Ah,
at the moment because
really?
my girlfriend's dog, my girlfriend's dog's staying with us, and my dad took her for a walk, and she chased after a cat and pulled my dad over a curb, and he landed on his little finger and broke it. But
Okay,
yeah,
yeah, okay. Don't say it because this is not really impressive for your Wikipedia. It's I'm a cyclist, so only put medals. Don't, and big crashes doing backflips, but not accident with dog and cats. Is not not making a CV. It's not making a good CV.
So yeah, my dad is a cyclist. He represented Great Britain a few times.
Really?
Yeah, so he did like the World Student Games in Moscow, and yeah, so then I got introduced to cycling, and then I sort of found I was
Wait,
pretty
wait,
good
wait,
at
wait,
it.
wait. Hey. Well, you make it so simple. But your father was professional, or on the velodrome, on the track, or
No,
road cyclist
on the road, he was a good sprinter.
on the road.
Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah, he spent some time in France, I think, racing
Yeah.
and training in France. And yeah, he was a good sprinter, but he spent too much time trying to be something he's not, like trying to lose weight and be a climber. Um, so yeah, I think he could have gone quite far if he just concentrated on being a sprinter.
Ah, I believe you had no chance to see your father racing as a pro. No,
Uh,
you are too
yeah,
young.
no, not as a pro, no. But I saw him racing like the big, a big race, local races, the Otley Town Centre, and he raced that and won
Yeah.
that twice. So I watched him
Ah,
win that,
okay.
and that was
Okay.
that. I
Then.
think I don't really remember, but my mum says that was sort of the time when I thought, oh, that's what I want to do. Like that, she
Yeah.
thought that's what it meant to me. I don't remember, but
That,
yeah,
so that was your, let's say, your real inspiration to be a cyclist, huh? You like it.
yeah,
You like that. You like that move.
yeah, exactly. And I tried a lot of sports, and yeah, I became a cyclist. So yeah.
Huh. And how it came up? You went straight. You went straight to road cycling first, or cyclocross
Yeah, so I was road cyclist, and yeah,
in the
I,
beginning.
I yeah, and then I was on the junior academy, and I
Yeah.
started doing a bit of cyclocross in the winter. I did it on my mountain bike at first, some local races,
Ah, yeah.
and then and then I think my winter bike was actually a cyclocross bike.
Yeah.
So I took the mud guards off. Like we use mud guards in England because it rains so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
And then I did the nationals, and I think I was second or third. And then the next year, Paul Milnes supported me. And then I went from there really. And my first big results came in cyclocross, like European champion, world champion, and then the next year on the road, I then won the World Time Trial, Junior
Wait.
Roubaix.
We go. No problem. No problem. No problem. We have time. We have time. But it's pretty funny to use a cyclocross bike with a mud
Yeah,
guard. It's
yeah.
Well,
It didn't. It
it's
didn't.
it's a contradiction. It's a contradiction because usually in cyclocross
you like muddy. Okay, when you train, you don't get you don't want to like to get wet and muddy, but it's kind of a contradiction. But you mentioned you started with the academy. That academy
Yeah,
is the UK Academy Federation or Olympic, or
yeah,
they have like a
federation. Yeah,
recruiting federation system.
yeah. So it's like a pathway, sort of like a triangle, and they start off with like a wide base, and it goes narrower. So yeah, the
Ah,
junior academy. There's I think 10 or 11 male, um 16, 17-year-olds, and then there's also the
yeah.
female side
Okay.
for endurance sport. So that's track cycling and road cycling.
And then you have the chance to try all the disciplines in this academy project, or no, or you just
Um,
you choose,
no,
they evaluate
generally,
you and then you choose one.
generally that. So it's just for like they have a mountain bike one. There is nothing for cyclocross because there is no money for
Okay.
cyclocross in England. But yeah, it's road or track, and then I also did cyclocross. They let me do cyclocross as well.
Okay, that's interesting. And well, but I, we can say that the first results they came up quite fast, like you mentioned. So you are not really
Mm.
old; you are quite young. So you're still in the under 23 category, second year,
Yeah,
if I'm right. And so in
third year now.
yeah, third year, 20
Yeah,
in 2017 was the big year for from you in junior category when you won the Europeans, the World Championships, also on the road, uh, World Championships on the road in junior. But
yeah,
I'm right, okay. And
yeah.
then, but then you really make the results in the cyclocross straight, even if the academy was focused in on the road in cyclocross. We know you from cyclocross. Beginning of the season, boom, 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 smashing, and then you show us all your talent. That came natural. That you wanted to go for cyclocross, right?
I think it came as a well. I started it for training, um, but then after a few years, yeah, I started to become. Yeah, I sort of knew that I was quite good. Like as a first year junior, I did my first
Yeah,
international race. I went to the
great.
Europeans,
Yeah,
and I was on like full mud tires, and this race was dry. There was no water anywhere. It was dry as half of it was sand, and then I finished eighth, and everyone was like, "That was amazing!" Like no British riders ever finished like that's amazing for a
yeah.
British rider. And I was like, "Oh, okay." Um, and then yeah, then I did some World Cups. I think I finished second in Hoogerheide before the World.
Yeah.
And then at the World Championships, like my grid was terrible because I didn't do many races or have many points. So at the World, it was in Zolder, the year that Wout won. And yeah, I started on the fifth row, and then I crashed 3 times or something, and then I finished fifth or something. So then from that point,
was impressive.
yeah, it sort of showed me that yeah, I could have been on the podium for sure if everything was good. And then from that point, I like sort of dreamed of this like World Championships the next year, like I could win a rainbow jersey. So yeah,
So yeah, at that point, you are super young. So we are talking about the 2016, 2017 year. So what was your idol, your reference, your inspiration? What kind of rider you got as an inspiration in this period of
I
cyclocross?
think I think at that point it was like like Mark Cavendish and Bradley Wiggins.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about cyclocross. I only just learned
No,
who Sven
nothing,
Nys
huh?
was. And I learned who Sven Nys was in 2016.
Yeah.
And also who Matthew and Wout were. And I guess they sort of become an inspiration for me because Matthew's I would say apart from that, he's bigger and more sort of sprint orientated, and I'm probably more of a climber. If you put it on the road, I think like he's sort of a very similar rider to me. Like he likes to ride his bike, every different type of bike. So yeah.
Oh, that's impressive. And beside cycling, you have an idol, you have an inspiration guy, or you have someone that you really like to watch it?
Outside of cycling, no, not really. I wouldn't say. Not
from extreme sport or something like this.
Well, I follow downhill a little bit. Yeah, Luke Bruni's pretty good, isn't he?
yeah. This is a nice answer. Besides cycling, and then you say, yeah. Well, in downhill, cycling and downhill is not a downhill. Downhill is not a cycling. This is funny. I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna tell them.
No, downhill. Well, it's different, isn't it? But
Totally.
I follow Formula One a little bit. I like gaming a bit, and yeah, apart from that, not really much else.
Yeah, and swifting.
Zwifting, yeah.
Indoor swifting. Now a lot of guys, they became professionals of swifting, huh?
Yeah.
Indoor cycling.
That is a different sport. That is
yeah.
It's hard as that, isn't it? I've seen you've been doing a bit of
really
turbo as well.
I'll leave it. Not much. Last year I made quite a lot because I with my injury with the hand. So I wanted to attend. I wanted to go to the Cape Epic last year, and then I had to train on the Swift. But this year I took it easy. And it's tough because this year it was quite a lot of people because the quarantine was quite a lot of people inside Swift, and it was like a real world championship. You know, you could find guys with a normal level and really top guys doing Swift. It was a tough one. And well, I saw. I mentioned downhill. I saw an impressive picture jumping a road with your car there. That was a photo shooting from last year, or when?
No, that was because 2018.
So that shows that downhill is one of your things. Also, you like downhill.
Yeah, I do like downhill.
Proper downhill.
I don't get to do it very often, but yeah, I do. I've apart from last year, every year me and my family have gone to Morzine, and we went mountain biking and downhilling for like 2 weeks in the summer. So yeah, but now obviously I'm getting a bit older. I don't have time to go on holiday anymore.
I get older, man. Come on, I get older. And well, the things in the last 3 years or 3-4 years I've been following you. I like your way of how you build your path to the top. So you don't build your path with a big team on your side, like a factory team. You prefer small teams, your own group, your own crew, and step by step going up. You show that with the move you made the first year of in cyclocross, that you were like kind of half with the Sven Nys team and the UAK team. So you make your own crew. In mountain biking, more or less the same. That it came now this year, but on the road also you prefer to stay in the Wiggins team. That it was already a big team, but I mean probably you had the chance to go to a big one, already a pro team, and this is something that you choose like this. You have someone that guides you to make this path, or is just your way to understand cycling, like with a small group and doing your own way?
I think it's well, it's a good question, really. I think
I got you now. I got you.
Yeah, so like me, Andrew, my manager, and Kurt, my coach, sort of mentor, whatever. I don't really know what he is, but I think
your right hand,
my right hand. Yeah, we've sort of come up with a plan so that I can be in a good environment, like the right environment for me, with the right people. And I think it also gives us more control, and that was really the plan from the start, really, to keep my options open and to make sure I have the right environment.
Yeah, first. So the priority is first to grow, then grow results, and then it's gonna be the time to choose the big projects. You mean?
Yeah, I think it's also a lot about development, and
development.
Because a lot of riders now, in my opinion, developing far too fast. And I think it's good to, like in the olden days, like 25 would be the earliest people would perform, and now Remco is 20 years old or whatever. So it's I think it's healthier and better for the long term to develop slowly, and I think also developing skills as well, so doing different sort of disciplines.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Remco is a phenomenal. As I say always, I like to use this name. Is a phenomenon, but that's true. I don't really see Remco building or creating different styles of riding, or he's already going straight in one path and one direction. And like you say, you are developing different skills that in the future is gonna help you in whatever discipline you choose. So I believe you had big options to go up in big teams, but it's not in your head at the moment to go up in big teams.
Well, I think it's certainly
it's a dream for everybody, of course, but
but I mean, it's certainly a way I could go. I mean, I can't stay sort of with a small team forever, if you know what I mean. The team needs to get bigger, otherwise, I will need to move on, and that's always been the plan. So,
well, you never know. Look at Mathieu van der Poel. He's
exactly. I think in terms of not helped.
In terms of budget, Corendon is not the big mega big team, but I think it's a super good balance between budget and also the environment he has around and the team. So it's a good. I think it's a good mirror to see Mathieu as a rider and Mathieu also as a creator of a good environment. And last year was a super successful year also on the road for you. It was probably not impressive year with up and downs, with some crashes and not. But the days you had the day with a tailwind, you really make profit out of it. And but it was what's your balance? I mean, what's your opinion about last year, especially being so young and coming out from junior category, let's say?
Well, I think it was good, and I showed what I could do, but at the same time, there's so many ifs. Like if I didn't crash, and if I didn't get ill. I mean, it was mainly if I didn't crash. Like Flanders, I crashed, and that affected 3 races, I'd say. So Flanders, Liège, and Tour de Yorkshire. Tour de Yorkshire, I got ill, so I didn't finish. And then I crashed out of L'Avenir. And then if I didn't crash, then I would have been racing for the win.
Yeah, exactly. With your teammate.
Yeah, and then I wasn't able to ride Tour of Britain. And then I also, I had 2 weeks training for the World Championships. So
I remember.
It was not not ideal, but at the same time, it was good, but also like I'm still pissed off.
It was a roller coaster. It was a roller coaster of emotions and bad moments. So
Yeah.
but even in this case, at the end of the season, impressive. The cyclocross, you started the cyclo. You end up the season really strong in at the Worlds, but then started the cyclocross with a really good punch and impressing everybody. Did you expect to be so in front in the cyclocross races, or because the year before you spent most of the races racing in the under 23 category, and going up to elite category is a different the next step.
It's a completely different kettle of fish. It's the elite races are so much faster. The lap times are so much faster. It's a completely different race. And this year, the level went up again from last year, I feel.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was certainly difficult. And at the start of the year, I think I was good, but I think I was missing something because of the build up. Like I missed like the base because of the crash at L'Avenir. It was So I showed I got like second at Koppenberg, but I felt like I missed something. And then the tooth started playing up, and then I had a little dip in the middle of the season, and then we built towards the World Championships again.
And the top moment was the World Championships in elite category. That was super good day.
Yeah, that showed where I feel like what actually my level was. I think a lot of races, well, not a lot, but a few of the races, I feel like I was like underperforming a little bit actually in the cyclocross season. But then I feel like the World Championships was more me.
So you changed the camera. So you mentioned hello.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, here you are. So you mentioned that most of the races you were under your level, let's say, and the World Championship was more about you. It's you. What do you mean? Because physical problems, or you miss a little bit? What kind of points do you think you can improve in cyclocross? Still to improve in cyclocross for the elite category.
I saw that the comment there. I think they said maybe the starts. I agree, the starts are not very good. I think the starts are the biggest thing. I think, and also, I think keeping fresh is another thing. And there's so many races, and sometimes it's difficult to be able to train to be able to peak at the Worlds, which is what I did last year. But then also perform every race. That's tricky. Especially the level is so high. Like cyclocross is a top class sport now, I would say, whereas it used to I would say it was actually it used to be sort of a second division sport, if you like Mathieu has been at the top of the sport for 5 years, so therefore the sport is 5 years stronger than it was.
That's a nice that's an impressive comment. And it's necessary to spend the winter and the whole season in Belgium to improve the things you want to improve, or not necessary? Like you say, to be more fresh.
I think I need to spend a lot of time in Belgium to limit the flights, but then also you need to get away and have periods where you can just train, like going to Girona for 2 weeks to get a good training block in. I think that's also really important.
To Girona, you spent a lot of time in Girona last year. So you have close friends in Girona and in Spain.
Yeah, well, Kurt has an apartment in Girona where I stay. So that's where I was spending my time. I think I spent maybe 4 weeks in Girona last cross season. So
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good to build. And then last year I had the chance to meet you and to ride with you here in Pucela in the altitude. You spent it was your first time doing altitude training period or not?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
the first time.
Yeah, last year.
How was the feeling?
Yeah,
Good.
it was good. It made a big difference. So I did one block before Paris-Roubaix. I think I did 8 days, and then I did.
That was in May.
2 more.
Like this.
Yeah, I think I did 2 weeks. Then before Alsace, and then I did a week before L'Avenir, and then I did 2 weeks. I did a long time actually. Now I'm thinking about it. I did maybe 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah. And then I had the chance to ride with the mountain bike with you because you also wanted to go to the nationals. That it was successful nationals, and then you had already in your head taking part in some more mountain bike races when that you used to ride before, and then at the end of the season we knew that you wanted to take part in the big race Cape Epic. So how it came up? You wanted to also to point for the Olympic qualification also, or just you wanted to start mountain biking also?
The Olympics sort of came as an afterthought, really. But yeah, the idea, I got the idea to go to Cape Epic, and I thought that sounds like a great idea. It's like a good, real high, like volume sort of block, and it would help like my development. So that's what the idea was there. And then to do some mountain bike races, like the super high intensity. Especially like the first year that you try mountain bike, it's to get the right rhythm and everything. You sort of, you get your head kicked in, and that's good for to improve my
your skills and
skills and whatever.
How is due to coronavirus, everything is cancelled and is blocked, so you had to cancel the race Cape Epic that you partner with Florian Vogel, so pretty good guy. So anyway, you spent the time in Stellenbosch, and it was a good time there for trailing and training there. It was for improve his skills.
Yeah, the training there's it's pretty class actually. There's a load of different places to go mountain biking. I got to ride G Spot, the famous G Spot, and it was a really cool experience. Like not just the cycling, but like just experience something like the townships, and it makes you feel kind of privileged from where I come from. So
it's good. And how is situation with England? Can you there is close to have a spot for the Olympics or not? In case 2021.
Well, I think the qualification is probably reopened for 2021.
Yeah. Yes, it's reopened, and there are 2 more races that will count in 2021.
2 more races will count?
Yeah.
Which races are they?
They have to decide, but looks like it's going to be the first World Cups and probably Europeans. The same like now. They stopped the qualification in March, just because of the coronavirus. So looks like this year the races they will have no points for the qualification, and then they reopen 2021 like if it was 2020, and then so. Maybe it's not so bad for you to attempt the Olympic quali.
No, but I think we have maybe 500 points we need or something, Great Britain, to qualify a place. So it's quite a lot.
Two World Cups. winning 2 World Cups, and that's enough.
Yeah, well, okay. Easier said than done.
Yeah, easy. And beside the Olympics, that probably you wanted to attend the Olympics also in whatever discipline, mountain bike or on the road. Probably the Olympics was in your head this year also.
Well, I think it was an outside shot. If there was a place, if we got a wild card place, the idea was
On the road.
and then I needed to try and prove myself over the other British riders. So that was the idea, really.
Okay. And your calendar? What was your calendar for this year? Road again, with or just focus in cyclocross and mountain biking? Because you changed team, or you changed team. Now you have your own team, the Trinity. Yeah. How you call it? So still you are part still of the Wiggins team, or not? Or you use the British national team for road racing?
The Wiggins team's finished. That stopped after last year, so it's a shame. But yeah, so Trinity was a road team, and then I was gonna focus on mountain bike and road until the mountain bike worlds, which were gonna be at the end of June, if I remember right. So I was gonna do like the Baby Giro, Tour de Yorkshire, Nova Mesto, mountain bike world, something like that. And then the second half of the year was gonna be L'Avenir, Tour Britain, and then the road worlds.
Yeah, most of them with the national team, right?
No, well, all of the Tour de Yorkshire, Tour Britain, and L'Avenir would be national team, and the rest would be with Trinity.
Okay. And so now we got a new calendar. So now you have to choose, or mountain biking or road, because everything is gonna be full compact at the end of the season. So you have already decided your schedule, wall mountain biking or road, or
at the moment the road worlds is still September and the mountain bike worlds is now October.
Yeah.
So that could work, but there's rumors that the road worlds will get changed to October to Qatar or Oman or something. So if that happens, then that would mess that plan up of trying to do both.
Yeah. Okay. So now it's time to make a Tetris, and to focus all the energy for 1 month and a half, more or less, of peak shape.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Today, did you train this morning, or you go now in the afternoon?
I just did an hour. I have a rest day today, so.
Okay. Can you move in your area, mountain biking and road?
Yeah.
Or it's a full lockdown, so you can do?
No, yeah, I can go. We can go out. We're allowed to do as much outdoor exercise as we want now. For as long as we want. So it's we can do whatever.
Okay, perfecto. Then I don't take you much more time. So thanks for the charleta. Charleta in Spanish is like a chat, a little chat.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So thanks for the chat. It's good to see you. Gracias. It's good to see you smiling, and I'm fresh and with plans for the end of the season, that you have a calendar now. And and it's also good to see you doing mountain biking and putting so much meat on the grill for mountain biking, because, as I always say, a lot of respect for people that comes from other disciplines, and they put they result in risk doing a new discipline. And as I mentioned in the beginning in Spanish, probably you understand, it's you are the new one rider of the new generation of cyclists for the future, where they can touch all the disciplines and they do it pretty good in all, because you have Mathieu, you, Remco. It's quite a lot of riders that they have a lot of skills, and they can combine different seasons with results. So thanks a lot for your time, amigo.
No worries.
And
No worries.
hope to see you soon in the mountains and having altitude training.
Yeah, I'll see you then.
Okay. See you. Thank you,
Cool.
amigo. Chao. Chao, chao.
Bye.
Chao, chao, chao. Bueno, ¿qué os ha parecido la clase de inglés? Complicadito, complicadito, el British intenso es complicado. Pero Tom Pidcock, ya sabéis, un multi-talent, multi-athlete, que lo toca todo, lo toca bien, el tío así, tranquilo, dice, bueno, esto me va bien para desarrollarme, development, para desarrollarme esto, pero ¿cómo que me va bien? Pero si estás ganando en carretera, en ciclocrós, en mountain bike, si lo tocas todo bien. Level 5, dice por aquí Eric. Sí, level 5 de corredores. Entonces, mañana, para no estresaros con el inglés, que luego tengo que hablar con los de Black Milk a ver si lo vamos a subtitular o no, para no estresaros con lo de inglés, yo creo que la charleta de mañana va a ser muy top, porque vamos a hablar en castellano. Ojo, pero ¿quién va a hablar en castellano? En principio va a ser, mañana tenemos a un ex rutero, mountain biker, carretero, a un máquina que todos lo hemos visto en el Tour de Francia ahí haciendo de gregario y de corredor top. Vamos a tener a George Hincapie. ¿Qué os parece? George Hincapie, que lo conocía en la Cape Epic, un pata negra, pero pata negra, ya veréis. Y mañana pues intentaremos hablar con él. Él está en North Carolina, en Estados Unidos, y vamos a tener a George Hincapie que me explique un poco pues sus orígenes, cómo empezó en la bicicleta, porque al ser americano, pues cómo empezó con la carretera, cómo hizo el salto a Europa y luego su reconversión a un mountain bike y ahora gravel incluso, que el tío no para de ir con la bici de gravel. Y que me explique también lo de la ropa esa que tiene Hincapie, la gran fondo que tiene, gran fondo Hincapie, pues que nos explique cosas. ¿De acuerdo? Así que mañana tenemos al gran George Hincapie, no os lo perdáis. Bueno, gran porque también mide... Bueno, yo soy de potito pequeño, él es grande, el tío, debe hacer un 80. O sea que mañana con el top class George Hincapie. ¿Qué os parece? Nos vemos mañana. Venga, chavales, nos vemos. Chao, hasta mañana, charletos.